Hello. So we're going to be getting going on day 44, I believe, right? I believe it did 43 this morning. Yes, I'm going to be doing day 44. So day 43 was big for us because got to, we finally got to draft a pump room that connected power, via steam ducts, power, to the back to the boiler room to get power to let us access the reserve tank and that let us drain the reservoir. And we spent some keys down at the bottom of the reservoir, opening some trunks. But today we need a lot more keys to get through the trunks and find what we presume will be a sanctum key down there. And maybe there might be some other bit rewards down there, We'll find out. There are other sanctum key puzzles to work on. There should be a sanctum key somewhere in the clock tower, but I need to figure out how to access it. Okay, so at any rate, that was my allowance of 29 coin. We started with the key because we did have a clock tower yesterday, but I guess it was our only in the room, or it was our only building with this clock symbol or whatever that says, in the day benefits. So we only got the one key. But we have the blessing of the chef still today, which means that anytime we spread anything, coins, fruit, gems, whatever, keys, if we spread anything in the house, that will produce an extra dish in the dining room, presuming we draft the dining room, right? And we made good use of that. We spread twice yesterday, so we got 2 extra dishes in the dining room yesterday and everything. You can watch yesterday's video. I don't have to just repeat everything we did on day 43. You can watch that video. But anyway, so today I'm going to be concentrating on trying to get keys into the underground. And I can access the underground from the precipice. I can access the underground from the tunnel down there. I'm going to make a wish, just storing coins in the well for the next time I drain the well. So I don't have to get to the foundation in order to get to the reservoir, is what I'm saying. So I don't have to go to the foundation. But I do want to take keys down to the reservoir. Okay, so the tomb, I could do schoolhouse. Today's not really the day I want to spend on classrooms, though. The tomb might give me coins. And coins can be used to buy keys, sometimes at the commissary, but more often at the locksmith, right? So it's probably going to be tomb or shelter. Shelter, protection from 3 red rooms is nice. And it would let me start the lab experiment immediately. I'm going to look at my notes real quick over on my other monitor. See if there's a sanctum key that might be somewhere in the tomb. It's unclear to me. I can show you on my principal monitor what I'm talking about. So what I'm talking about is this note here, which says, this is the note telling us where to get sanctum keys, right? Which is a thing I'm interested in at the moment. First key found in the furthest rank, that was room 46. We did that one. Second, Loctite in the vault of a bank. So I'll need a particular safety deposit key in the vault in order to do that one. The third is high up among all the clocks. That, I think that makes me think it's in the clock tower, but I've yet to find it in the clock tower, so I might need to solve some puzzle or release some hidden, doorway or space in the clock tower. The fourth down below beneath all the docks. So this is the one that's in the drained reservoir, right? So this is the one I'm going after right now. Fifth, held by a king on his throne. That's I don't know where that one is, but I thought it might be down in the tomb, but there's a lot of crypts, but not a throne necessarily. A station left by one of their own, that's not going to be in the tomb. Seventh is major if you draft it quite late. Okay, so that's probably if I do the music room, like in ranks 8 or 9, maybe. That might be what this is. If I draft the music room right at the top of the house, which I actually maybe had the opportunity to do so yesterday and didn't. You maybe should have. But that might be what this is referring to, right? And then the last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. I thought I knew where that was going to be. I thought that was going to be in puzzle room 8 or in the room beyond puzzle room 8, but it's not. So now I don't know where it is. So I'm going to go after this one because I know about this one. And then if I have the opportunity to do like the vault, or if I can get a new clue about the clocks, kind of thing, we'll do that. But this is the one I'm going after right now. Okay. So back to the game. All right, so unless I just really want to accumulate money today, I don't need to do the tomb, but I might want to accumulate money today to buy keys with. There's a potential that if I remote into the lab and start an experiment, it might be an experiment that gives me keys, but that's not a guarantee. Shelter will also give me a gem, so that I would have 3 gems instead of 2 gems to start the day with. The locksmith does require a certain number of gems to draft, as I recall. I will do the tomb. Might not be the right choice, but it's a choice I'm making. So we have some coins, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm just going to open this door. Right here, and then see how the scythe, the tip of the scythe, okay, yeah, it opens that door so that now I can get to here from like the underground. But see how it points. Okay, so it's not pointing to this small rock, it's pointing to right here. But is that pointing to the chest that I need? So this is saying come down the reservoir, the steps here, and then the big rock, and then right there. So I need to keep that in mind. Okay. But right now I need to go back up this way. Because the elevator from the foundation is up there, and I don't have an access card to summon it. So so that was just me opening that door in preparation. for if I need to come back here to collect coins. Okay. And now we need to start the day proper. And we'll start over here. We'll do parlor and get a couple gems. Or hope to get a couple gems, you know. Solve puzzle to get a couple gems, right? This is the blue box. That is true. The blue box is true. That is true. So this must be false. The blue box is empty is false. So therefore the blue box has the gems. Ooh, we also got the trophy for having solved 40 parlor games. Nice. Okay. We want the trophies because there was like some benefit we get for getting 8 trophies. But regardless, this would dead end me. It might give me some useful items, but it would dead end me. Drawing room costs a gem, but I would get the gem back out of the drawing room, and it has a doorway here and here. This dead ends me. I'm going to take the package and hope that there's some keys there. It might be a mistake, but that's what I'm doing. Oh, magnifying glass. In addition to the package. That's nice. That's cool. No additional letters. Those were the same letters we had before. 2 keys and a silver key and a lockpick kit. Yeah, okay. See, that's great. The lockpick kit won't help us with and the lockpick kit and the silver key will not help us with the boxes in the underground or in the reservoir. But what the lockpick kit will do, what the lockpick kit and silver key will do, is reduce the number of keys that we have to spend on when we're drafting rooms upstairs, so that we can save the regular keys for the boxes in the underground. So not bad. It does mean that we've kind of nerfed the west side of the house, unless we wrap back around, but you know. But it was a choice we made, you know, and that's fine. I will take a key. Basically, I'm going to do anything that will give me a key. Because no matter where I go, I can get back outside. And if I can get back outside, I can get to the underground and use those keys. So. Well, having said I'll do anything, I don't want to dead end right here because I don't want this to be my only door. So we're going to den here. The game heard me say that I will do anything for a key, and it's like, oh, okay, well, you want to end your day quick? You want to do very few rooms? I'm not seeing a trunk or anything. Okay. I'm going to do this doorway. I like security. We're going to do security. We've got a couple things to do at security. Okay, there's 5 coins somewhere that I haven't picked up. Apparently I'm blind. Oh, no, those keys are going to be in the tomb because I did a dead end room. So those 5 coins are just saying there's 5 more coins in the tomb. That's all it's telling me. Because I did the mail room and that was a dead end room. Okay. Right, I haven't missed anything. Okay. We're going to start the lab experiment. I could do office to get a bunch of coins. And that's only helpful, or, you know, spread coins. But that's only helpful if I can buy keys today, and I don't know that's the case. So let's do the lab experiment and hope that we've got something that will like reward us with keys directly from the lab experiment. Do this, get a key would be a nice thing, right? Or even reroll die. Small chest doesn't help if I don't have a sledgehammer or a key to open small chest. Okay. So every time I eat an apple, we'll set our dice to 2. I might come across an apple, who knows? Well, I'll probably draft a shop room. I'll probably draft a commissary at some point, in a kitchen maybe, and maybe a locksmith. So whenever I draft a shop room, set my dice to 2. I'd like small chests in the entrance hall, but only if I had a sledgehammer, which I do not have at the moment. So we'll say, what's the likelihood if I used keys on chest, I won't necessarily get those keys back. I can't use lockpick on chest. So I only want chests if I can get a sledgehammer. What's the likelihood that I'm going to find a sledgehammer in the workshop, where it often is, or in the garage, where it sometimes is, or buy it at the commissary, which is, you know, it's a common enough thing to buy at the commissary. I'm just gonna do this because small chests in the entrance hall, I'd have to backtrack to the entrance hall to open those chests, even if I had a way to open them. So I'll just do that. Okay. Okay. So we're gonna take a look at what's this. Vault gives us a bunch of coins, and if we get a safety deposit key, we could go to the vault and maybe get another sanctum key that way. But with all the gold that we get from all the coins that we get from the vault, we could buy a bunch of keys or other things that we get from a shop, right? So it's 3 gems, but I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna pick up all this money, and then if I get a locksmith, I will be good to go. Nothing here at the moment to do, but if I get a safety deposit key, I'll definitely be back. Okay. Go over here. I do not have a sleeping mask at the moment, so a spare bedroom doesn't really do anything for me. Greenhouse, more likely to draw green rooms while drafting. It would use my last gem, it would dead end me. Quest bedroom would give me 10 steps, but it would dead end me. So I'm going to do the spare bedroom, even though, just because it doesn't dead end me. Although if I did the greenhouse and I got the observatory, no, no, greenhouse is good if I have gems to get into those green rooms. I don't at the moment have said gems. So I'm going to do spare bedroom. And it gave me a gem, which is nice. And now I have 2 gems again. Okay, I'm going to do the observatory. I like those benefits. Generally worthwhile. It's usually worth more gems than the one it costs to draft, so. Florealis, so now green rooms would give me flowers, gem flowers, and the sale, everything is 50% off. Okay, cool. So that works. So with the money I have, if I get a locksmith or I get a showroom or even a gift shop, I can get good stuff. If I can, I have 1 gem left, but if I can get green rooms, I can get gems from flowers. Okay. Commissary. Okay, this would give me a key, a gem, and 10 coin, but it would dead end, and then I would go back around over to here. Commissary is going to let me buy stuff. I think storeroom is going to come up as an option again. So I will do commissary right now. That triggered, now I have reroll die. But see, I can buy gems. So I can buy a sledgehammer, and everything's half off. So we're going to buy a sledgehammer. We're going to buy gems. And then I'm going to buy as many of these gems as it will let me. There we go. Cool. 9 gems. Now I can do a bunch of green rooms and get even more gems and stuff. It'd be nice if I could get a shovel. Courtyard will have a trunk that I can bust open with all of this is going to be dead end unless I redraw. This gives me a battery pack I don't necessarily need today. This will give me 10 extra steps. Regardless, I'm going to have to come right back around here and base my hopes on this. Or I could redraw. But if I do this, I'm going to get gems, I'm going to get a chest, and then I just have to hope that this room is useful. So I can save my reroll, my redraws, my rerolls for whatever this room is. This should give me net positive stuff, though, to do the courtyard. I don't have a shovel, that's fine. But it's going to give me these 2 flowers, which are, give me gems. Bust open this trunk. Key, which we love to see. Alrighty. Another gem. So I've got lots of gems. 5 keys. I want more keys. I need more keys today. Go to security, make sure I haven't missed anything. Uh, 10 coins because the vault was a dead-end room. So that added coins to the tomb. 5 for this, 5 for this, 10 total. Surprised it didn't count the courtyard as a dead-end room because it doesn't have doorways going anywhere, but I guess it did not. Okay, so now we're gonna do den straight through. Bends down, bends down. Even though this gives me keys, I've got to redraw because I need something that goes this way. Bends up. I need something that bends up. Bends down, goes through. Last redraw. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I may have screwed up today. Okay, nothing's going to bend up, but I have a locksmith, and I'll have a lot of extra gems. So all I'm going to do is get a shit ton of keys, buy a shit ton of keys from the locksmith, more than I need, you know, because it's half off. And then I'm going to leave and access the underground from the outside. I don't have an access card, so I don't have a way to summon the elevator from the foundation. Shoot. Shoot, shoot. Wow. Okay. Maybe I'll find an access card in one of the boxes down there. Doubtful, but we'll find out what happens. I'll definitely have enough keys to open up all the things. That's for sure. So. These are normally 12, so I thought it was half off. The sale 50% off today only. This is not 50% off. This is not 50% off. This is normally cost 5 coins for 1 key. They're giving me 4 coins for 1 key. This is normally 12 for 3, and they're giving me, it's 10 for, they're not giving me 50% off. They're not honoring the sale. They're literally not honoring the sale. This should be 6 coins. This should be like 2 or 3 coins. This should be like 4 coins because it's normally like 8. Well, whatever. I could buy today's special key. I might later, but not right now. All right, so I've got 11 keys. That should be more than enough. Given I don't have a whole lot of real estate today. It'll be a short day, but it might be a productive day. I just really thought with 2 reroll die, what I should have done is not come here and just come here, and because the chances of a straight through apparently are better than a curl up from here would have been, right? So go figure. It's hard for me to remember what, you know, those likelihoods are. So what we're going to do, we can go via the tomb, but I'm not going to. I'm going to go this way. I think this way is actually a little shorter, quicker. I think the tomb's a longer walk. Alrighty. So things we know star pattern boxes are true. So we've got we'll open the rest of the star pattern boxes that we haven't opened. pink boxes marked by star always contain blue memos. Well, duh. Because all boxes marked with star are true. All boxes marked by star contain memos that are true, so. Okay, so this didn't tell me anything I didn't already know. Here's a star box I haven't opened. It's a white one. Ooh. This box contained 3 allowance tokens. Yeah, it did. I'm gonna take those. Thank you. So then, I have 9 keys left. There's more than 9 boxes. I could go get more keys, but can I work it out from clues I've got? Green memos and white boxes are lies. Okay. Oh, we know the sanctum key is... somewhere it told us. Only one blue box in the water contains a memo, true statement, which was this one. So this one's going to be a lie, so don't need to open that one right now. This one is a lie. It says the box containing allowance tokens is marked by, squiggly. It wasn't. It was marked by sun. This one, the sanctum key is not in a box in the water, so that is true. So we knowing that that is true, we are down to, it is this box, this box, this box. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on this side. Okay. So let's see what this says. The sanctum key is in a white box, so that is either true or false. We had something about green memos. Green memos in blue boxes are true. So this one, the sanctum key is in a black box. So we know this is a star, so this is true. And this is true, and this says green memos and blue boxes are true. This is a green memo in a blue box, so it's true. The sanctum key is in a black box. So, and we know it's in a black box that is not in the water. So is it right here? This box contained a sanctum key. It is. So we're going to take that sanctum key. And now I could open more boxes to see what's in them. Like there might be other rewards, right? So, is there any reason not to, is the question. Is there any reason not to open basically all of the boxes and look for other rewards? Well, we have a sanctum key. We want to use it before we run out of steps. I should have plenty of steps. So with 6 more keys, let's see if we just finish off this area. So what happens here? more than 2 boxes contain prizes. So that is a lie. So there was only 2 boxes with prizes. We got the allowance tokens. We got the sanctum key. So we're done. We know we are done. If I have extra steps that I can't do anything with, I'll come down and open more boxes just for the fun of it, because I'm going to lose the keys regardless. But I'm not going to use those keys this moment, because I might need the keys for some other, you know, when I do the sanctum key stuff, right? So we're going to come over here. I'm going to be using the sanctum key. And I'm going to open, because there's no reason not to, I'll open the door to room 46, but it will not matter because I can't get to the sanctuary, because I can't get to the foundation. I'm out of doorways. Smallest, you know, floor plan day ever. So we're just going to flip this. For the hell of it, because we're here. Okay. So then, we will use the sanctum key. This is Fen Ares, and we know this. We know what this one looks like. Yes. It was right the first time. It's just the number that's wrong. Oh, I had it. It was 4, right? Needs to be 4. There we go. 4. Then this needs to be military or martial. And then this needs to be the squigglies for red. Is it those squigglies? Yep. First try. Yeah, we know that. We know that signal. Moragi puzzle box. So it's going to want what colors does it want? With red tiles. Okay. When these tiles are pressed, all black tiles on the box turn red in triumphant victory, while white tiles on the box turn black. Okay, so I need to get a fourth red, and I need to move them. Okay. Okay. I need to read the directions. Okay. Okay. That has to be the first move. So then the second move, if I do that, so if I click this red, black becomes red, white becomes black. Okay. If I click this, this becomes red. I can make this red. Click one of these, this will become red, but I won't have any way to get red into those corners. Can make this red, but I won't have any way to get them into the corners. Make this red, get a corner there, but then this would be green. To make this red, I don't have a way to move it though. Uh, okay, so now that is green. Hmm. Okay. So the first thing I really need to do is make one of these oranges green. So this should become green. Okay. So now I need to use I need to get this orange out of this position. How do I do that? Get it there. And then ooh, I need to make a new I can't make a new black or a new white because I can't have two black or two white. If I push this red, this will turn red and this will turn black. Can I make that orange or... I don't want to make the orange a green. I need 4 reds. So that orange has to be made into a red. The orange cannot be made into a white or a black. So it has to be made into a red. But it also has to move to a corner. Okay, wait a minute. Like, if I do this first, see, and then I can make this a red, but then I can't get them into the corners, right? This puzzle box is hard. I'm gonna come back to it. But I'll go over here and do the other thing first. This is our real prize. Screenshot this. I am actually writing this last postcard sitting at my desk at home. I suppose I should put forth the extra effort and drop it in the mail for consistency. But I am tempted to save the postmaster a trip, as it will just wind up here once again to join the other 7. Sean, please report we're all waiting for me on my desk, safe as can be. Flipping through them has reminded me of the many friends I made and lessons I learned along the way, and as I look back, one truth shines brighter than the others. Air travel is much better than sea travel. Okay, so you chose air travel as a method. Herbert. P.S. Remind Anne to replace the books I lost. Baron, H.S. Sinclair, Mount Holly Estate, Reddington, Fairn Aries, blah, blah, blah. And now I'm going to get over here with this. So this was the last he did a round trip. So he started at Arenda Aries, which is basically the same as Fen Aries, and then he ended at Fen Aries. That makes sense. Okay. All right, back to this puzzle box, which is kicking my butt. I mean, there's a logic to it. This, when you press the black, it just shifts around this one, whatever row it is, horizontally, right? But I can't get it to go vertically. This, if there are 2 of the same color neighboring it, then it will change to that color. And it seems to be the case for the orange. This red one doesn't, the reds don't seem to move, but they turn the existing black into red and the existing white into black. And then if you press, and then there's the one white will turn into a black. So I can't see any way to have more than one black and more than one black or more than one white at a time. Because literally if I do that, right, so I can't see a way to have more than one black and one white at a time. I could have no white, I could have no black, but I can't have 2 black and I can't have 2 white. I can't get the orange to move like the green. The green will swap with this side or this side to this side, and then the corners swap with each other. And if I have a green here, they'll swap horizontally. But I can't get them to rotate around, so I don't know how to fill all 4 corners with red. It's a puzzle. I mean, literally, it's a puzzle box. It's a puzzle. I'm sure there's an allowance token inside, I think is the reward, but come on, we should be able to solve this. There's got to be some interaction that I am missing, because the interactions I've identified don't lead to 4 corners of red. I can get 2 corners of red at most with the interactions I've identified. So there's got to be some other interaction that I'm unaware of. Do the grays ever do anything? That's the question. Grays don't seem to ever do anything. Yeah, I can't get grays to do anything whatsoever. See, I could turn these both red, and that would be 2 red corners. Then I can swap this and this, but then the red corners would be here, but then these would be green. I don't know how to get 4 red corners. Because I can make the orange red, I can make the orange green. I can't make the orange orange, or black or white. I can make both of those red, but that doesn't help me. Yeah, I can have 2 red corners, but I don't see how I can have more than 2 red corners. I'm not seeing how I can have more than 2 red corners. Okay. What I'm doing is I'm going over to the other sanctum and read the instructions on the other. Puzzle box. The entire row shifts to the right as if on train rails. Yeah, I know. That didn't tell me anything. I knew that. I did another one of these puzzle boxes somewhere else. I forget where, and I forget what the instructions were at the time. Yeah, I forget what. Oh, wasn't it in like maybe room 8 or something? Not sure. Might have been room 8. Had a puzzle box maybe. Okay. What happens if I get an orange surrounded on 3 sides by red? That's the question. It just becomes red, but it doesn't do anything more. It has to be something about the white. Something about clicking the white. It's gotta not always, maybe not always turn it gray. Yeah, there's got to be some way that the white doesn't always turn gray. White has to do something. Is this white? Did that do a thing? Okay. Ah. Wait a minute. Okay. Two whites. I've got two whites. Okay. Click a white, it will turn gray, but it will turn the grays next to it white. Perfect. So now with two whites I can make the oranges white. Or I can make, I might want to make them gray, but so I can get three corners. I think you guys are watching me, puzzle over this, but I'm making progress because I can get two whites. If I can get two whites, I can probably get three whites, and that's probably going to be the key. Because now I can get three corners red if I wanted to. Okay. Okay, that. So what I need to do is I need to turn this gray. Okay. Okay, that's gray. So then now I can turn this. Okay. This is next white next to a black. Will it turn gray or will it turn... Okay. Turns both of those white. Perfect. Okay. I could turn this white, but that's not helpful, I don't think. Okay. Oh. Okay, so now that's great. Okay, so now should be able to do. Yes. Now that's white. Now if I click this, these will both become white. Now both of these are white. If I click this, this will become gray and this will become white. Okay, I'm going to stay right there because now I just click the button, this and all of these should eventually become red. Okay, that took forever to solve, but I like solving puzzles. Thank you for your patience. I got the allowance token. this is probably all we're going to accomplish today because although I have 34 steps, I have no more rooms I can draft. But still, our allowance is at 37. That's a... And we opened up another sanctum room. It's not bad. So we have 5 keys. So what I'm going to do, even though it's a waste, I can't carry these keys. Right? I can't use any more of them. So, I mean, I can't keep them for tomorrow. So I'm just going to go back, just because it's fun. I'm going to go back and open up more of those boxes and just read the messages down there for the hell of it. I don't mind. I mean, I don't blame you if you click off and go, that's a waste of my time, because it is. I'm amusing myself. Keys that, I mean, literally, if I had anything else I could use a key on, I would. But I don't. I'm not aware of anything in the tomb that requires a key. So. We're just going to go down here and amuse ourselves. Oh, look, it's a red message. A black box contains allowance tokens. Well, that's false. The box containing allowance tokens is marked by moon. That's false. The sanctum key is in a blue box. That was false. A prize is in a box marked by wavy signs. I think that's true. The pink boxes do not contain any prizes. That's true. And we're out of keys. So, all right, we didn't open all the boxes, but we didn't need to open all the boxes. There was like 3 or 4 we didn't open. Actually, let's just count how many we did not open. I'm not going to come back and open them. We know they're useless. But 1, 2, 3. You know what? I have all these steps, and I have all this money that I don't get to keep. So I'm going to literally waste everybody's time. Come up here, go buy more keys, then come back down, and then open up those remaining boxes. Because I literally have nothing better to do with my time. I mean, I don't. I literally do not have anything better to do with my time than to waste all your time. I'm just doing, full-on completion. We're going to open all the boxes, even though I got all the prizes I could get. I'm going to open all the boxes anyway. Fortunately, it's not a big house that we have to walk through to get to the locksmith, because I drafted a very small house today. It is boom, boom, boom to the locksmith. So why wouldn't I? Just for the giggles. This is just for the giggles. 3 more keys, please. Sure. 3 more again. Thank you. I don't need 6, but just in case there's 4 boxes instead of 3 or whatever. Nothing I can do. So, back to the reading nook. But we've got our allowance. We got like 4 allowance tokens today. That's pretty significant. I'm not going to pick up the coins from the tomb. I'm going to hope that they remain down there for next time. They probably won't, but that was my hope. I will have opened all the boxes. And one of those boxes will be a curse. I mean, probably not. But like you're supposed to follow the clues in the box so that you don't have to waste a lot of keys. But I'm going to waste all the keys. Only one box in the reservoir has a prize. Well, that's false. We know this one's false, but we're going to open it anyway. All green memos found in boxes in the water are true. Well, that's false. And is this our last box? The box containing allowance tokens is white. That was true. So, I believe it was true. I think we've opened every single box. So because we've opened every single box, we never have to question ourselves when we're like looking for puzzle answers, looking for things. We never have to go, I wonder if the clue is in one of those unopened boxes. We'll never have to wonder that. And it also means that next time we like get the pump room, we can fill the reservoir back up and empty the pool again, because the pool will have ongoing trunk benefits for us, because we got the swim trunks, because it's a pun on word. We got swim trunks, and so it's going to put trunks in the pool, but we can only walk down in the pool if the water is drained. So next time we get pump room, we will drain the pool and refill the reservoir, because we have solved the reservoir puzzle. We don't need the reservoir to be drained any longer. Alrighty. 18 steps. 10 gems wasted. 31 coins wasted. 2 reroll die wasted. I am going to call it a day here. I could waste everybody's time even further by walking around and looking at things, but nah, there's nothing more to learn. So I'm going to just call it a day. But it was it was a short day. I mean, I don't know time-wise if it was short, but I'm saying exploration-wise, very little of the house got explored. But we got what we needed out of the reservoir, and we got the sinking key, and we solved the sinking thing. We increased our allowance. That's what we accomplished today. So, thank you for being with me. Day 44. Not as impressive a day as it could have been, but still a decent day. Mount Holly, small cottage, total rooms 14. Rank reached 4, steps taken 52, items found 8. And the game's going, you're a loser, but I'm not really. That works. I'm fine with this result. Save and quit. Have a good one.